Welcome back, everybody. Coming back at you with another The Why and the Buy podcast, Monday Musing. My name is Jeff Bajorek. Thanks for being here. Just want to give you a couple minutes of inspiration to get you going this week. Today, I want to talk about hustle. I think your hustle's overrated. You know, it's become one of these buzzwords in business now, and it's a really catchy one. It doesn't really seem like there's a problem that you could possibly have in your sales career or in your business that can't be solved with a little hustle. Whenever you're missing something or something's lacking, you just add a little hustle and poof, everything gets better, right? It's not long before that pendulum swings too far and hustle's all you need. And then it's about the t-shirt or the poster or the Instagram graphic or the Gary V video saying, hustle, hustle, hustle. You got people, I call him, meathead sales guy, saying, I eat the same thing for breakfast every day. It saves me 12 seconds and I can make 3 extra calls. You might see meathead sales guy return in another podcast, but I see these people all the time and I'm just like, come on, give me a break. 12 extra seconds because you eat bacon every day, and that means that you can make 3 extra sales calls and more sales. Look, I'm all about figuring out a way to make 3 extra sales calls, but if you are micromanaging your day to the point where every 12 seconds matters, then I think you need to get a life. And I don't care if you're a rock star achiever, you don't need to be constantly immersed 24/7, 365 in order to be effective. And if you are constantly immersed 24/7, 365, it's because you don't have your priorities straight. You're not focusing on the right things. You're focusing on too many things. There's a lot of people out there that get a lot done because they get 3 hours of sleep. And there's a lot of people out there who get everything that other person gets done and still get 10 hours of sleep. It can be done. Now, I'm not saying that hustle isn't important. I'm saying it's not the only thing. My question to you is, before you get started every day running, do you know in which direction you should be pointing? Do you know what your priorities are? Do you know what your KPIs are? The unintended consequence about hustle is a lack of direction and focus. When all you have to do is run 1,000,000 miles an hour, it's actually pretty simple to do that. I've done it before with terrible results. What's interesting is when you just add a little focus, you add a little bit of direction to the mix, the hustle is much more applicable. It's much more effective because you've got some context within which you can use that hustle and actually derive more results. So I want to use a kind of a real-time, real-world example. The New England Patriots are going back to the Super Bowl. Some of you just turned this off, and the rest of you are still listening. They are a modern example of what focus and process will do for your career or for your organization. You've got a group of people with basically interchangeable parts aside from the head coach and the quarterback. Everybody knows their role. Everybody has their job to do. And the Patriot way is based on the idea that you show up every day and you do your job. You keep quiet. It's not about a flash. It's not about the flash and the bravado. It's not about the bragging about how hard you're working. It's that everybody's here to show up to work hard. And everybody's on the same page. And when you've a job to do, and when you're pointed in the right direction, the more you hustle, the faster you'll go. But the vital part of the Patriot way is that everybody's pointed in the right direction with their particular job to do. Well, I mean, what kind of results does that yield? 15 division championships in the last 18 years, 7 straight conference championship appearances. They're going to their 8th Super Bowl in the last 18 years, and they're heavily favored to win their 6th. Hard to argue with those results. People who know what they're talking about, more so than I certainly do, are calling this one of the longest and well-established dynasties in pro football history. Mind you, pro football and everything that they've done in that league has been geared toward parity. They don't like dynasties. You don't want heavy favorites all the time. And so they continue to change the rules, and the Patriots continue to succeed. Looking for an edge at any possible avenue for an edge. They're always just looking for some way to shine it up a little bit, polish it up a little bit, and get better. Sometimes it gets them into a little bit trouble, but I'd rather see them push that envelope and get their wrist slapped than settle for mediocrity. That's hustle. That's properly applied hustle. So I don't want to belabor the New England Patriots point, but when you look at what they're able to do, how they're able to apply their talents, and in such a way that that hustle is effective rather than just being present. It's not enough to just hustle. You need to accomplish something with that hustle. So Stephen Covey used to say that before you can climb the ladder to success, you need to make sure that it's headed in the right direction, that it is leaning up against the right wall. I say that it's important that you work hard, but you need to make sure that you're doing the work that matters. I want you to think about that this week as you go forward. Also want to remind you that if you haven't yet, please subscribe to this podcast. We're doing great things here. A lot of people really, really like it. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. If you haven't given us a review, please do so. And if you haven't shared us with a friend, please do so. This episode was brought to you by the Gittimer Learning Academy. Continuing your education and continuous learning is fundamental to your success. Where do you go to practice the fundamentals? Check out the GittimerLearningAcademy.com. I will talk to you again soon.